Bond. James Bond.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup! Sublime!
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Tear me apart, Lisa!
But mostly I hate the way I don't hate you. Not even close. Not even a little bit. Not even at all.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Hi friends, and welcome to another episode of You Haven't Seen That? A movie discussion podcast where we introduce our friend Ben to movies he should have seen a long time ago. I'm your host, Amanda.
I'm Geoff.
And I'm Ben.
And today we are starting part one of our two-part Oscar series.
And we're all dressed to the nines. Geoff and I are in tuxes. Amanda wore a gown.
Absolutely.
Just got off the red carpet. Feeling great.
Got some champagne, you know.
Letterboxd asked me my 4 favorites on the red carpet. It was perfect. The full experience.
Exactly. So in this episode, we are going to be going through and essentially doing our own personal Oscars. We are going to give you who we think should be the winners in every category, with the caveat that they don't have to be nominated. So, you know, it could just be any movie that you watched all year that you think should win Best Picture. So that's how that's going to go. And then next week, we will do the other side of that, which is going through the actual nominees and talking about who we think will win and should win. So I know we all have some movies that we haven't seen yet. We're recording this just a little bit before the Oscars. You know, we tried to give ourselves as much time as we could to watch as many things, but unfortunately, some of this stuff just does not come out on streaming or back to the theaters until like the week of the Oscars. So
I got a beef with every distributor. I'm like, come on, get your movies out a little bit further into our neck of the woods. They all come into DC, and I don't want to drive an hour to go see whatever. Like, bring them out my way.
Yeah, exactly. So, for example, The Secret Agent and It Was Just an Accident just dropped on streaming today. And so I don't believe any of us have seen those. But anyways, why don't you both go around? Geoff, you start. We'll talk about what we haven't seen.
Yeah, I think the biggest ones on my list that I haven't seen. So I guess in terms of the movies that are nominated for Oscars, I have not seen Song Song Blue, which, shout out Kate Hudson, congratulations on your nomination. Did not see that movie when it was in theaters. And then in terms of like the smaller movies that maybe got a little bit of like critic award reception and some love, I've only missed a handful. I only missed Sorry Baby. I missed a couple of like the international features like Left-Handed Girl on Netflix. But I think I pretty much covered all of the bases that I could. I tried my best to see. I ended up seeing, as of this recording, 124 2025 releases. So beat last year, and we'll try to watch a couple more by the end of the year. But I spent the last couple of weeks watching a lot of the shorts that were nominated for Best Picture and trying to check those, or not Best Picture, for the Oscars, and trying to check those out as well, which I don't include in this list. But yeah, tried to catch as much as I could before today.
Cool. And what about you, Ben?
So my total for the year was 30, which was up from 24 when we got to our end of year podcast. I've only watched 6 in the last couple of months, but last year I'd only seen 10 when we did our Oscars episode. So this is definitely an improvement. As far as the big name ones that I did not see, I did not, like, as far as Oscar nominated stuff, I did not see. I did not see F1 by choice. I could have. Not to. I did not see Hamnet by choice. I did not see Marty Supreme because it never got cheaper than $20 for on demand, and I was not paying $20 to watch it. So I watched Sentimental Value because it went down to $6, but I did not watch Marty Supreme, and then I did not watch The Secret Agent of the so those are the Best Picture ones. Mm-hmm. And then as far as some others that got nominated, it was Just an Accident I didn't see. That's really it as far as the big stuff.
Gotcha.
I did not see K-pop Demon Hunters.
By choice.
By choice, also.
By choice. Did you hear that, A24? Get Marty Supreme down to the
Yeah,
Dunkirk multiplex, please.
I would have definitely like I didn't have time to go to the theaters. I would have watched if it was cheaper. I was even like prepared to spend $10 if it went down to $9.99, but I was not spending $20 to watch a movie.
Yeah,
It's like more than I pay for Peacock for a year.
Okay.
That's a brag, humble brag right there.
Yeah, where are you getting your Peacock deals,
I
Ben?
got all my deals, like it's Black Friday, baby.
All right, and then for me, the big ones that I have not seen are Blue Moon by choice, Train Dreams by
How
choice.
dare by choice? Those are like two of the most amazing movies of
gonna
the year.
say,
What do
wait
you
a
mean by
second.
choice?
Yeah, by choice.
You would love both of those. At least Train Dreams, you would.
By
And
choice.
Blue Moon is about Broadway.
By choice.
Wow. Wow.
Really driving it in that it's by choice.
And
That's
Hamnet
terrible.
by choice. The three that I still want to see are It Was Just an Accident, The Secret Agent, and possibly Song Sung Blue.
I guarantee you, if you watched those two and then you watched Blue Moon and what was the other one you just said? Train Dreams. Those are better than The Secret Agent. It Was Just an Accident. Come on, man.
I guess
I
I
care
didn't
about
see
what's
Blue Moon.
better. I'm
Yeah.
making a choice.
Wow.
I guess I forgot to see Blue Moon as well. Did not get to that. But I
Ben's number
would've-
one movie of the year.
If I had the choice, I would have seen it, but I don't think it came to any of the streaming
It's on
services.
it's on Netflix or Hulu.
Not
It's on
on-
one of them now.
Not on the free version of Netflix or the ad supported version of Netflix. It's on the yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
extremely disappointed in you, Amanda.
I know.
You know what? It's fine. I'm fine with your disappointment. But those are the big ones that I haven't seen. I was able to squeeze in F1 and Sorry Baby earlier this week, but it's just, like I mentioned earlier, it's been tough to find things that are available on streaming. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, everyone, please forgive those lapses in judgment on all of our parts when we are awarding our categories. So, essentially, we're going to work through most of the categories. We're not going to do all of them. And we will each, Ben and Geoff both have a list of nominees as well as a winner for each category. I do not keep track of my personal Oscars throughout the year, so I do not have nominees. I just have a winner for each category. With that, let's get started. We are going to work our way, start with the best and work our way down. We are going to start with Best Picture. So, Ben, you go first.
Okay. Well, my Best Picture nominee is similar to my top 10, so I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, although it's tweaked a little bit since then. My Best Picture nominees are Blue Moon, Begonia, Eleanor the Great, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, The Lost Bus, One Battle After Another, Sinners, Train Dreams, Wake Up Dead Man, and Weapons. Because there are 10, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I put 10 in. All right, my winner. So I will say Blue Moon was my number one movie as a personal preference, but if I was to consider Best Picture, I'm going to give it to One Battle After Another. And that's a little bit different than personal enjoyment, which would be Blue Moon.
Right.
But I think Best Picture was more of a cinematic achievement than Blue Moon. Sorry, One Battle was more of a cinematic achievement than Blue Moon.
All right. What about you, Geoff?
It's a good list there. So I have a weird way of doing it as well. This is not my top 10 per se, but what I do is I have a weird mathematical formula for determining my Best Picture nominees. I essentially fill out every other category, and then I also put in my rankings. And essentially I have give them essentially like a numerical score. And then the top 10 according to that numerical score get in for Best Picture. So for example, Frankenstein, which is outside of my top 10, it's actually my number 20 movie of the year, is in my Best Picture because it's in production design and costume design and a couple other smaller categories. So
are you like very rigid about your formula, or would you ever tweak? Like, are you like, oh, I don't feel good about that being in my top 10, or do you let the numbers completely dictate?
I am a slave to the math. So I let the numbers completely dictate things. There are some things where it's like, oh, maybe I might change out like, oh, this movie in this category to slip something up. But no, I keep it rigid to the math. For example, in 2020, my number 37 movie of the year, which just happened to be Christopher Nolan's Tenet, was in my Best Picture top 10 because it won like VFX and editing and score and a couple of those technical categories. So,
Gotcha.
All right. So my 10 are 28 Years Later, Begonia, Eddington, Frankenstein, No Other Choice, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Train Dreams, and Weapons. And my winner, Sinners, which is also the same as our top 10 episode.
Cool. And my winner is also Sinners.
You've come so far in that movie, Amanda.
You have.
You know, again, it's different from personal enjoyment.
Right.
You know, I can recognize.
I just remember when we first talked about it, you were pretty down on it.
Yep. You always remember, Ben.
You're just trying to make conversation for the pod, Amanda.
Never let me live down the harsh words I said. All right. Our next category is director. I will start this one, and I will tell you my winner is Paul Thomas Anderson. So,
Nice.
Geoff, you go next.
Giving it splitting the love. I love it. All right. Best director. My nominees are Danny Boyle, 28 Years Later, Park Chan-wook, No Other Choice, Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Ryan Coogler, Sinners, and Zach Kreger, Weapons. And my winner, Ryan Coogler for Sinners.
Ben.
My nominees are Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, Clint Bentley for Train Dreams, Mary Bronstein for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Ryan Coogler for Sinners, and Zach Kreger for Weapons as well. And I am, like Amanda, going with Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another.
All right. Maybe that'll give
All
him
my
enough good
nominees,
vibe.
A, B, C. I'm like a top of the ballot guy. A, B, C's, all the last names. Zach Kreger is the last one alphabetically.
Maybe this will give Paul enough good vibes to actually win at the Oscars.
I mean, all the signs are pointing to it. You'll hear it next week, but I think all the signs are pointing to it.
We're not talking about predictions yet, Jeffrey.
Oh, I know. Tease for next week.
All right. Next category up is actor.
My best actor nominees. I have Jesse Plemons, Begonia, Joaquin Phoenix for Eddington, Robert Pattinson for Mickey 17, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, and Joel Edgerton for Train Dreams. And my winner, Jesse Plemons for Begonia.
Jesse.
He was very good.
He's very good.
Yeah.
My nominees are Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Joel Edgerton for Train Dreams, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Jesse Plemons for Begonia. So very similar to the actual Best Actor category.
Mm-hmm.
But my winner is Michael B. Jordan.
Wow. I was expecting Ethan Hawke.
Yeah. I loved Ethan Hawke, but I feel like Michael B. Jordan really, that was to me the best part of Sinners, and the way he navigated playing two very similar but different characters was impressive to me.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. My Best Actor winner is also Michael B. Jordan, because I agree with you, Ben.
2 Friday Night Lights alums in the nominees.
There you go.
And all the winners are Friday Night Lights alums.
There you go. They did their actors on actors together too.
That's right.
There you go.
All right. Up next is Best Actress.
All right. So Best Actress. I have Sally Hawkins for Bring Her Back, Emma Stone for Begonia, Sophie Thatcher for Companion, Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, and Rose Byrne in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And my winner is Rose Byrne.
I have never heard of that first person or that first movie you said.
It's a very, if you've got children, it's a tough watch, but it's basically a great A24 horror movie about a woman who tries to use devil magic and Satan's power to resurrect her dead child.
We could have like a whole category this year on like troubled mothers.
Oh yes. Tough year for that. Yeah.
All right. My nominees are Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Chase Infinity for One Battle After Another, Renata Reinsev for Sentimental Value, June Squibb for Eleanor the Great, and Emma Stone for Begonia. And my winner is also Rose Byrne.
Nice.
And my winner is also Rose Byrne.
Rose Byrne gives by
on
far
that, Jesse Buckley.
yeah. And Rose Byrne, in my opinion, gives the best performance of the year in general.
Yes. Love Rose Byrne.
Yeah, for sure. Get that Oscar. All right. Next, we're on to supporting actor.
All right. Supporting actor. Nominees are Ray Fiennes, 28 Years Later. Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. Sean Penn for One Battle After Another. Delroy Lindo for Sinners. And Josh O'Connor for Wake Up Dead Man. Now, I do have a personal rule with these as well, where I only try to pick one actor per movie. If I didn't follow that rule, it would be 3 Sinners actors and 2 One Battle After Another actors in that category, and I don't want to do that. That's just boring. So my rule is just 1 actor per category, and my winner is Sean Penn.
I do not have such a rule, as you'll see here. My nominees are Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another, Josh O'Connor for Wake Up Dead Man, Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, Adam Sandler for Jay Kelly, and Andrew Scott for Blue Moon.
Nice.
And my winner is Josh O'Connor.
He's so good in that movie.
He really is.
Very close with Adam Sandler for me.
Yeah.
I don't have a rule like Geoff, but it just so happens that I did pick a different person from every single movie for the thing. So that's nice. That worked out that way. My best supporting actor is Jacob Elordi.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, he was the best part of.
I didn't tell you guys I finished Frankenstein.
Ben, I'm so proud of you.
Hated it. You'll see it come up in some technical categories, but that was not a fun watch for me.
Yeah. I appreciated his take on Frankenstein.
I did too.
Okay.
It was good.
Next we have supporting actress.
All right. Supporting actress. The nominees are Jodie Comer, 28 Years Later. Inga Ipsdottir Lilius for Sentimental Value. Wunmi Musaku for Sinners. Glenn Close for Wake Up Dead Man. And Amy Madigan for Weapons. And my winner is Amy Madigan. Yeah. Just so good.
Did you see the SNL skit where they had Aunt Gladys and Stephen Miller presenting an award together at the Trump Awards?
Oh no. Did not, but that sounds hilarious.
I think it was Sarah Sherman playing Aunt Gladys, and she looked just like her. It was very funny.
That's amazing.
You have to say
All right,
that.
my nominees are Glenn Close for Wake Up Dead Man, Ariana Grande, Wicked for Good, Amy Madigan, Weapons, Margaret Qualley, Blue Moon, and Tiana Taylor, One Battle After Another. And my winner is also Amy Madigan for Weapons.
Nice. Geoff tried to yell at me for this one, but whatever. It's my own personal Oscars.
It is.
My supporting actress is Chase Infinity. Because
she is. I do feel like she should be supporting, but yeah, according to the Oscars, she's lead.
Yeah, she should be supporting.
Which is stupid. And I feel like she just got robbed by all of this, like, category who they're pushing nonsense.
Well, I feel like they tried to do it strategically to get her a nomination, but maybe it backfired. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But she's my pick.
I think it's a good pick.
Thank you. Next, we're moving on to original screenplay.
All right, this category was tough for me to ultimately pick in the end, but my nominees are Eddington, Ephus, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Weapons. And my pick, this was tough. I ultimately went with Sinners because of the way it weaves so many different storylines together, and I think it does so very effectively. So Sinners is my pick.
Yeah, this was a good category for me as well. My nominees are Blue Moon, Eleanor the Great, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Sinners, and Sorry Baby. And my winner is Blue Moon.
Yep, nice.
Pretty easily, even though it's a good category.
Yeah, very good category.
Yes. My winner for original screenplay is Sorry Baby.
Can't wait to see that movie.
Yeah.
After you saw it, man, I was like, yeah, I need to finally get around to seeing this.
Yeah. I just felt like everything felt very real, very
Mhm.
realistic,
Yep.
which I appreciated in the script. Next, we are moving on to adapted screenplay.
All right, adapted screenplay. My nominees are 28 Years Later, No Other Choice, One Battle After Another, Train Dreams, and Wake Up Dead Man. And my pick is One Battle After Another.
Yep. I don't think this is as strong as original screenplay for me, but my nominees are Begonia, One Battle After Another, Song Song Blue, Train Dreams, and Wake Up Dead Man. And my winner is One Battle After Another as well.
Mm-hmm.
I veered off course here from you two. And my winner is Wake Up Dead Man.
I figured.
Nice. Yep, that makes sense.
Okay, Ben. I figured.
Wow, man is like itching for a fight just because she doesn't put Blue Moon and Train Dreams on her to watch list. Insane behavior. Especially, well, either one. I'm like, what is more obvious that she would love? And like, you'd love both of them.
I don't know about that.
100%.
All right. Next, we're moving into
You're gonna watch them someday and be like,
cinematography.
Ben, those should have been in my top 10. I'm very sorry. Here's cookies to make you feel better about.
No cookies for you. All right. Cinematography.
All right, cinematography. My nominees are F1, No Other Choice, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. And my winner, this is very, very tough because I'm between, actually, all of these are so well shot. I ultimately went with One Battle After Another. I was debating between Sinners because of the ratio changes that happened during that movie. I was thinking about No Other Choice because honestly, some of the most creative use of, camera placement possible in that movie. But I ultimately went with One Battle After Another because the way that movie is shot and purposely framed in so many ways, it looks so good. And yeah, deserves to be nominated and win in this category.
My nominees are Frankenstein, The Mastermind, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. And when I think of like cinematography, I feel like this may not be the best way to go about picking a winner, but I always be like, what looked the most beautiful? And that's Train Dreams.
You know what? Honestly, yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
I feel like that's usually how I look at it too.
I want to give
Mhm.
I do want to give a very close second to The Mastermind, which was shot looked like it was made in the 70s, which I thought was impressive.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that movie.
My winner is Frankenstein.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty much the one thing we're like really super excelled at.
Mhm. It looks very, very nice.
Yeah, for sure. Next up, we have film editing.
All right, editing. My nominees are 28 Years Later, No Other Choice, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Weapons. And my winner is Weapons.
It's good.
Yeah,
My
I didn't have much to say. I'm like, oh yeah, I like the way it was ultimately pieced
I
together.
have a lot of similarities in nominees as you. My nominees are Blue Moon, If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Weapons. I'm going with If I Had Legs I'd Kick You. Partly because of kind of the choices of how to film that whole movie. And I don't know how much that was editing and how much of that was director choice and things like that, but I'm going to give it to that.
Yeah,
The
I have it.
claustrophobia of it, like I feel like it I don't know. I have a hard time sometimes identifying what's editing and what's cinematography and what's director, but
right.
But I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah. My pick is One Battle After Another.
Nice. Long movie that shouldn't feel that, or it feels very short. It's definitely not a short movie, and that's a good testament to how well it's paced.
I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely. Next we have costuming.
All right, costume design. So my nominees are Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle
Oh,
After Another.
first mention of Marty Supreme.
I know. I know. One Battle After Another, Sinners, and The Fantastic Four: First Steps. And this one is probably a weird pick, but I'm going with One Battle After Another. And the reason why is for two words: Bob Ferguson. That robe is iconic.
It is.
And I think Chase Infinity's outfit is great in that movie as well. And I think how Lockjaw looks, especially towards the end of the movie, is also very purposely done and very effective. But I think when it comes to costuming, it needs to be very memorable. If it's something that's like memorable and something that sticks out, like that movie, as great as it is and as well made as it is, like that Bob Ferguson outfit is iconic. So that's why I'm taking it in that category.
That's a compelling argument. My nominees are Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, Weapons, and Wicked for Good. Weapons, similarly to you, Geoff. That's not my winner, but similarly to you, like the way they costumed Aunt Gladys, as well as the Disney couple. Was such a fun choice.
Yes.
But my winner is Sinners.
Yep.
Which I think is very, very, very classy in its look, very sharp.
Agreed.
Yeah, my pick is also Sinners for the same. I'm definitely a sucker for that kind of time period as well. But I agree. Everything looked very sharp and was very distinct based on who you were and what your life was like. Our next category is makeup and hairstyling.
Makeup and hairstyling. My nominees are 28 Years Later, Frankenstein, Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and Weapons. There's the Aunt Gladys mention. I'll go with that one. And my pick for this is Frankenstein. Jacob Elordi looks unrecognizable.
Yeah. My nominees are Begonia, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Weapons, and Wicked for Good. And also Frankenstein, reluctantly, is my winner.
No surprises here. I'm also going to pick Frankenstein.
That and Rose Byrne, I think, are the only unanimous ones, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
So far, yeah. All right, we're going to move into production design.
All right, production design. My nominees are Eternity. It's the first mention of that movie here on this list. Frankenstein, Hamnet, Sinners, and The Fantastic Four: First Steps. And my winner is Frankenstein, going back to back.
My nominees, Geoff explained this award to me a little bit last week. He said to think of it like set design, which is speaks my language to theater.
Got you, buddy.
So my nominees are The Actor, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, The Phoenician Scheme, and Sinners.
Phoenician Scheme is a good shout.
Yeah, and my winner is The Actor, which is was a close call for me. Honorable mention on my top 10. A movie that stuck with me for a long time. Very interesting production design in that movie.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to say I had something written down and I'm going to say what it was, but I also forgot about Eternity, which Geoff mentioned. And I really loved the production design in that. That was by far one of the coolest parts of that movie. So I'm just going to say that's a very close second, but I will say what I actually wrote down, which is Eddington.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. The town felt very realized, very lived in and realistic. So that's why I'm going to give it to that one.
It's a good pick.
Next, we're moving into casting.
The brand new category. And we have no idea about what sort of the standard for this is or how you would normally pick this category at the Oscars. So I kind of went with, discovering people and, finding the right sort of fit for specific actors who maybe aren't superstars. Like I wouldn't necessarily pick a movie that just let's just cast like every big name imaginable in this movie. So sorry, One Battle After Another. Right, exactly. The Odyssey would not be nominated for me unless it did such a good job like matching person to character or whatever. But all right, my nominees in casting are Ephus, Hamnet, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Weapons. And for the discovery of Miles Caton and the use of Jack O'Connell, I am picking Sinners.
Nice. My nominees are Blue Moon, One Battle After Another, Sinners, Wake Up Dead Man, and Weapons. And my winner, despite what Geoff's standards for casting, I'm going with One Battle After Another.
Hey, listen, I think matching still like the discovery of Chase Infinity,
Yeah,
and kind of amplifying
her
her
role here is quite a feat in that movie.
Agreed.
And I'm going to go with Weapons, which didn't really have. I mean, obviously there's like well-known people in that movie, but you know, I think it's a good mix of like well-known people, not as well-known people. So
yeah, I think it's a good pick.
Next, we're moving into sound.
All right, sound. This one I have for my nominees: Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Sinners, and my winner in this category, Warfare. A movie that didn't get a ton of buzz, came out in like April. Alex Garland's follow-up to Civil War, which was my sound pick last year. And it was incredible to watch in IMAX. It was so on the movie, but the sound element in that and the military incorporation in that movie is truly second to none. It sounds insane.
Nice. My nominees are The Lost Bus, One Battle After Another, Sinners, Train Dreams, Weapons. I'm going with One Battle After Another.
Nice.
When in doubt, that's my movie I pick. And I didn't watch some of these other very, specifically strong sound ones. So
yeah,
like the vroom vroom of F1.
I am going to go with Sinners for the musical aspect.
Amazing to listen to.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be score though?
No, I mean, hey, it can sound amazing in terms of how it's balanced.
I'm not talking about the score.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Geoff.
I got you.
Now who's trying to pick a bone with who, Ben?
Amanda's got her claws out today. Everybody's gonna be like, why? Why are Ben and Amanda fighting so much on this podcast? Like, they don't know that this is how most of our interactions are.
I was gonna say, welcome to how Ben and I used to be a long time ago. Oh, all right. Next we're moving into visual effects.
All right, visual effects. My nominees are Avatar, Fire and Ash, How to Train Your Dragon, Mickey 17, Predator Badlands, and Tron Ares. My least favorite movie that I have nominated for any award in our discussion. And my winner in this category, it could only be Avatar, Fire and Ash. Movie is extraordinary to look at.
Visual effects is always year after year, if we do this for years to come, going to be a tough category for me, because most of the kinds of movies that are high achievements in visual effects are not movies I see. So this is not a good list, but it is what it is. I had very limited. I mean, you know what? I'm going to give it to like Blue Moon, sentimental value.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I had to just do like the closest I could, and I don't feel great about this list, but it is what it is. Yep. My nominees are The Lost Bus, Sinners, Superman, Weapons, and Wicked for Good. My winner is going to be The Lost Bus, which I feel good about the winner, but the nominees I'm whatever about.
I was gonna say, I saw that movie and I thought it was fine, but knowing that all of the stuff with the fire in that movie was like VFX driven and everything, I was like, this is fantastic.
Yeah,
it's really well done.
I could argue that you could give it to Sinners just for the roof burning scene alone, but
yeah, you could. You absolutely could.
Well, that's why I put it in the nominees for sure.
And the split screen with Michael B. Jordan and figuring all of that out makes complete sense.
Yep. My pick is also Avatar because nobody does it better than Jim Cameron.
Big Jim.
Biggie. Jimmy C.
Yep. Side note, I read an article. They someone interviewed him before Avatar came out and can confirm that like his Hollywood friends do call him Jim. They had like quotes from other actors and actresses talking about him. They're like, yeah, Jim is great. I'm like, oh my God, people actually call him Jim. All right. Next, we're going into score.
All right. Original score. Nominees are, for me, Begonia, F1, Marty Supreme, Sinners, and The Fantastic Four First Steps. My winner, I think this is the third time I've given him a win in 5 years with this category, is Ludwig Göransson for Sinners. That score is amazing. It was my most listened to album of 2025, according to Spotify, and I adore it so much. He can do no wrong.
My nominees are Begonia, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. And while I did love the pulsing kind of underscoring of One Battle After Another, I am also going with Sinners.
And not surprising at all, I'm also going with Sinners.
Look at that sweep.
Our third one.
Yep.
All right, so we have 3 more left to go, and for these next 3, Ben has dropped out.
I'm exiting the stage right.
He did
I'll
not
throw an award to Golden because I do like that song.
All right, well, I guess you didn't have to drop out, Ben, because you literally just gave a winner.
I didn't do nominees.
Okay, well, next is best song, and I guess Ben was starting us off by saying Golden.
I don't know that I can name another song from a movie this year besides Golden, but I really enjoyed. I guess the 2 new Wicked songs, I'm sure as heck not giving it to those. So
definitely not.
We'll just this will be a juried award at the Bennies, and we're gonna give it to Golden.
The Bennies.
All right. So for song, much like my supporting actor and actress categories, I tried to only pick one song per movie. Like, again, if we look back in 2023, if I did not follow the rule, like the entire Barbie soundtrack would be nominated. In this case, most of the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack would be in here as well. But I tried to only keep it to one song per movie. So my nominees are Lose My Mind from F1, Trunks from Highest to Lowest. It's the first time you'll hear that movie here. How It's Done from K-pop Demon Hunters, not Golden. I did like Golden, but the intro song to that movie is amazing. I Lied to You from Sinners. And again, sigh, As Alive as You Need Me to Be from Tron Ares. Because, listen, the movie was scored and written by 9 Inch Nails. The movie is a 2-hour long 9 Inch Nails music video. I got to be true to myself, and I got to give them some love.
You're giving Tron Ares so many pull quotes for their posters.
I know, this is insane. I hated the movie.
2 Jeffy Awards, and he didn't even like the movie.
Hated the movie. But listen, when the visual effects are well done, and when the music for the movie is done by 9 Inch Nails, I gotta give it some love. But my winner in this category is How It's Done from K-pop Demon Hunters.
My winner is also How It's Done from K-pop Demon Hunters, because I agree. I think it is a better song than Golden.
I don't know
I
this
do love
one.
Golden.
Maybe I've heard it. Maybe if I listen to it, I will recognize it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I thought you were going to go with the girl in the bubble, Amanda.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, you're the one who nominated Wicked for something.
I put Wicked in a few categories.
You did.
Yeah.
All right. So now Ben is officially stepping out. Next, we are doing animated feature.
All right. Animated feature. In my opinion, this was a weak year in animated feature. Not a ton of movies really would stand out compared to like past years, but I was able to get 5 out of this list. So my nominees are Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Predator Killer of Killers, The Day the Earth Blew
Pixar movie.
The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, and Zootopia 2. And my winner, I don't think it's the best movie in this category, but I think it's got the best animation, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah. And you already know that is my pick.
Most locked award.
Lock it in.
The only one I saw of the whole year animated is Elio, and I will not jury award that one because I didn't think it was that good.
All right. And then our last category here is international feature.
So I only saw 4 international features this year. I'm gonna watch another like 2 or 3 over the next week as they hit streaming and stuff. So I do apologize that this category will be short one movie. So my nominees for this category are Cloud from Japan, No Other Choice from South Korea, Nouvelle Vague from France, and Sentimental Value from Norway. And my winner in a coin flip is No Other Choice. It was close. Very close.
Yeah, no, that's fair. My winner for this category is Sentimental Value.
It was like choosing. It was very hard to choose between those two movies.
Yeah, that's fair.
Geoff, did you tally totals for nominations there?
So, I mean, for me personally,
like on your awards, did you tally your nominations?
I did. I have the biggest one is Sinners with 14. And One Battle After Another with 8. I think that's Weapons with 7. 28 Years Later with 7. Yeah, those are some of the big ones there.
I had One Battle After Another at 16.
Nice.
Sinners at 12. Weapons at 9. And then Blue Moon, Begonia, and Train Dreams all at 7. Nice. Which Begonia, that was weird. I was like, how did I give that 7 nominations? But, you know.
It happens. I liked your pick. I liked your pick for that movie and makeup and hairstyling, by the way. That was my last one out.
I did not tally mine, but just taking a close look here, I really try to spread out the love when it comes to awards. I can't stand when a movie just like wins all the awards. It makes me so mad. I think the one I gave the most to was Sinners, which was 5. Yeah, so that just goes to show you how much I spread it out between all the movies.
Well, my highest was One Battle After Another, had 5. And then Sinners was 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I did not calculate winners. That's on me. Because the way I take notes, I just have it kind of like listed out by nominations and stuff. I don't necessarily track winners until like the very end. So apologies. I don't have a final total.
Now, who's hosting your awards show?
Who would host my awards show?
Like Jordan, Jesse Plemons, little Friday Night Lights reunion.
I mean, I feel like I gotta have. Oh, actually, you know who's gonna host it? Matt Johnson and Jay McCarroll, aka the stars of the new release Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. Stars of the TV show Nirvana, the band, the show.
Ratings.
Massive.
People who know would know.
People who know would know.
I have no idea. Do not even ask me. I don't know. I want some sort of comedian like Amy Poehler or Maya Rudolph, someone, I don't know, someone like that. Mm-hmm. Give me that.
Always the safe bet.
Do Aunt Gladys and Jacob Elordi as Frankenstein.
Yeah, what 2 characters from the movie?
Oh, yeah. Gotta have Lockjaw and Bob Ferguson standing next to each other on stage.
I'm gonna do who'd be like the worst pair, like Lockjaw and Rose Byrne's character from If I Had Legs.
Oh yeah, that'd be bad.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, that brings us to the end of our personal Oscars. Be sure to tune in next week. As I mentioned at the top, we will be talking about our Oscar predictions for the movies and people that were actually nominated, not just the ones that we think should win. So be sure to tune in. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving us a rating or review. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see y'all next week.
To infinity and beyond!
Why so serious?
I am serious, and don't call me Shook.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.